Yo, what is up guys, Spectros here and welcome back to another video. I know it's a bit late for the update on the Rieju, but I am actually still working on the bike. I still have it and I still do use it every day. So I think after I've gotten a few questions that I'm gonna answer them for you guys. It's pretty easy, pretty simple. So let's do it. Alright, here we are with the Rieju RS3. Late 2017 edition. You need to have the bike on. So first thing we're going to look into is the clock. The clock is adjusted by holding down select. You see, every time you click it, it will change the time. 0. Adjust. Now, I got a question about the pulse settings. These settings you should not really touch at all unless you've done like me and replaced your instruments. To go to the pulse settings, you need to hold down both select and adjust at the same time. Hold it for 3 seconds. Now you see something flashing. Now you go. I need to change mine from 90 to 60 because that's the standard. So 1960 should be standard on the 2017. If you keep clicking on adjust, you can change from kilometers to miles per hour if you need that. And the pulse setting comes standard 3, which means how fast your bike is going, so the speedometer know to show the right speed. The little R is for your rev, should be on 1 unless your bike revs differently. This is to adjust the speedometer so it works the way it should depending on your speed and how your engine is sounding and working. Now, one thing to keep in mind, when you do change your speedometer, your mileage will drop to 0. It will go to 0. There is a way to change that, but you gotta go to a qualified workshop, or you need to get some tools. So to recap, hold down, select and adjust for 3 seconds, and it will take you into the pulse settings and miles per hour settings. Hold only down select for 3 seconds, it will take you into the clock. Keep clicking select to change the clock, adjust to change to minutes, and to continue going back to the menu and save it. This part right here got extremely scratched up and bleached in the sun. You can take this plastic off and spray paint it. No issue at all. Just make it the same color as it was, and you don't have to get it qualified or anything. It looks perfect the way you do it. Just get some medication on that. I've also taken the backplate here. It's looking good. I've done the sides up here. It's all original colors though. I've also done here, yeah, you can clearly see it here though, but I've done this part because I haven't started on these yet, but it looks brand new. Smashing. It looks so good. I've had this bike for so long and it's been through hell, literally hell. Brand new lights in both of them. Unfortunately they are yellow, but you can probably change that if you're a bit tech savvy. You just go in here and take out the bulbs. Now, I've had this bike taken apart personally many times, many times, so I know this bike in and out. So the problem I had with my bike is that I revved it up and I actually blew a fuse, which I did not know was possible. If you don't know how to open your seat yet, you put your key in the side, twist it open, you take the seat out. It should open this thing right here. If you don't know how to open your back seat, there's a little letter right here. A little red right there. Put your thumb under the back seat and push. It should come right off. Now I've upgraded my battery because I have put on these little wires here, which goes to a double USB charger. It works okay. These things you can get for cheap and they are qualified for bikes, so you don't ruin your warranty or anything. Your fuses are inside both of these. The little protection head. Got one green one, making sure it looks good. There you go. That back on. That red one. Make sure it looks good, put it back on. I blew a green one. I did not know that before a few days ago, and I've been having absolute problems with my bike after that because I blew the fuse and the relay starts making a ticking noise. On these bikes, it's a very, very hard part to get a new one. You actually have to order it from a qualified shop, which for me has been absolutely hell because I have to pay a lot of taxes just to get it into Norway because of the Brexit. So without that one, you cannot else start your bike. If you look into, this is your air filter, by the way. This is the cover for your air filter. You should see a block right there and a block right there and a little square in the middle. I've taken away both of them because the bike breathes better because I'm heavier. Taking away just one of those boxes should be enough to give your bike more air and it breathes more happy. This is your oil tank. This is where we put in all the blood looking like oil, because this bike will eat up your oil. Put your seat back on. You hear a little click. Now mine won't start like that because it's a bit cold. If you can't start your bike doing this, just hold down the choke a little bit and it should start just fine. I'm holding down this one. It starts. If you don't have a unrestricted bike or you haven't changed the restriction yet, don't touch that while you're driving. Don't touch the choke. Just don't do it. One thing I absolutely hate on a bike is that you can't fit anything here. You can't put a phone, you can't put anything anywhere on the bike, and it sucks. After taking the bike apart a few times, I figured out that it has a lot of holes, a lot of holes, where you can actually make your own DIY phone holders and stuff. And the mirrors are too short, at least for a 7-foot driver. So I've gotten these blind spot mirrors. They work perfectly. Somehow I managed to crack that one, so I need to get a new one. But without the blind spot mirrors, the mirrors are pretty much useless. If you want to change the position of the mirrors, don't take these off. Only use the screw here. Keep this part, because the screws that goes in here holds down most of the chassis on the front of the bike, which is pretty stupid design. You can just fold down the mirrors and install handlebar mirrors right here. That should be pretty much it. If you have any other questions, do ask me in the comments below, because I've seen there is a massive lack of information about this bike on YouTube and in general. So if you have any questions that you want me to answer, do put them in the comments below. I will try to cover them in the video, and if I can't, I'll answer in the comments.